flight today. I'm gonna be heading out. I'll be getting to my parents' place in today, right before midnight, and I'm excited. I'm excited for what's happening, and I definitely feel like I needed a break, just a short break. And I'm only taking 4 days off. I feel like that'll be good. The offer is out there that I could take more off. I don't think I need it, I'm gonna be honest. But man, like, my fucking hands, like, they're just, I don't know, they're fucking sore right now. Like, I just haven't stopped. Like, I basically am never taking a break. I almost feel like I need a massage. Like, just work out some of that shit. One of my brothers gave me some advice. Brothers in the Sons of God community. He recommended that I take an Epsom salt bath, and apparently that's good for inflammation and things like that. So I might try something like that. I know there's like they call it a float therapy, but like what the terminology I know it for is sensory deprivation tank. They put a bunch of salt in there so you can float, and it's your body temperature, so you basically don't feel anything. It's all, everything gets concentrated on your mind at that point. But apparently that salt's really good for your body and fighting inflammation. So I might do that this weekend. Yeah, so it's gonna be nice to have some time to sit and think, process what's happening. This is a milestone, and I need to be appreciative of it and recognize what did it take to get here, and how can I, honestly, I was about to say how can I perpetuate and amplify this, but I don't know that a plan is the answer to that. I do feel I'm on such a different path that I've ever been before because of the Sons of God community, that I don't know. I really feel I can just kind of let go, and that's a big theme in the group. There's this book, Letting Go, by David Hawkins, and it's basically reading and comprehending that, and practicing semen retention and brahmacharya, or God mode, basically abstaining from lust mentally, on top of semen retention. Those are kind of like the so semen retention and letting go are kind of foundational to this group, and it's not like it's unique to this group. It's just this group has identified that, okay, when you do these two things and you embrace these two things and live them, this is one of the most, probably the most solid foundations for a man. And the entire group is all about, bettering men. And I feel the effects of it. And I think it's going to, I think this group is going to explode, like, in the best way possible, and explode in size. It's going to be an extremely impactful group. It's very interesting. Like, there's the leader of the group is doing these like one-on-one calls and putting them on YouTube, and he just spoke with one of the brothers in the group named Lucas. And in several occasions, the two of them were having like synchronous moments, or moments of telepathy, or moments where, themes that it's like we're all thinking about the same things. And one of the things that Lucas brought up is this idea of retreats, that there needs to be space for men, like for this group to meet and do things specifically together. He mentioned like going on a hunt. I wasn't even going that far, but like I was just thinking like breath work, sitting around a fire, just being in each other's company. But this idea of going deeper and to like going back to our roots, the roots of humanity, like, okay, here's how. It's almost like in America, I would imagine most people watching are American, but this thing, the Boy Scouts, right? Like, it's kind of been corrupted in America because of pedophilia. So that, I mean, it definitely still exists, but it's definitely, it's less talked about, less prominent, because there's a lot of bad press around it from dudes trying to, be disgusting. And it feels like this retreat idea is kind of, as soon as he mentioned hunting, I was like, oh yeah, this is like, it's kind of the Boy Scouts in like along that thread of like, here's how I guess the maybe subsistence, I don't know what word I'm trying to, like self-sufficiency, like how can we come together as a group and survive? Like, if it was just up to us, how are we gonna survive? Like, if shit hit the fan, could we survive alone? Could we survive as a group? And these are things that I think we're gonna have some moments where we're coming together to do that. We're going to figure out how we're going to be doing that. And that is really promising, and I'm really enjoying that, just thinking about that. Because the reason I brought up the synchronous thoughts is as soon as he thought about the retreat, or he mentioned the retreat, he's like, I've been thinking about that too. I want to, I guess I said that like about the fires, but like, I mean, I've wanted to purchase land for a long time, but like not just to own land. Like, I want to have a space to invite people. I guess like I want to be a host. Like, I want to steward land so that we can have a beautiful place and share it. Potentially like growing food and stuff. So like this is like all lining up extremely perfectly, which is no surprise anymore. It's still just as beautiful, but when things are synchronicities are just like, yeah, I don't know how something can be so intelligent to line all this up, but God is, source is, universe is, whatever, however you want to, I am, whatever way you want to think about it. But it is remarkable how these things come together, and I don't know, I've been living without fear for a little while now, and this group just further solidifies that. Like, there's still moments of nervousness, but like just general fear towards like what's gonna happen in life. I don't operate with that anymore. Things just unfold perfectly, and I know that they'll continue to do so. Especially being on this semen retention path, the energy flows out, and it's like as soon as you decide that you're going to do this kind of thing, and you're going to control that part of yourself, maybe that's the wrong way to think about it, because it's not necessarily like a controlling of lust, it's like a letting go of lust. Like, needing the stuff, you let go of those feelings. You let go of the reason why you seek lust in the first place. And while you're doing the semen retention, it's like that just magnetizes it magnetizes everything, which means your problems get magnetized too, which is beautiful, because that means you can solve them quicker because they're fucking showing up, like often. It's like, okay, I have to sort through this. What do I do? How do I, well, the answer basically always is just to sit with it. Sit with that feeling, love that feeling, acknowledge that feeling, let that feeling go, let it pass. Just let it flow, just watch. less words.